right, making sure everything's set up. Welcome back. It's your boy ZM So Wavy back in the building. Hey, we about to go live. Let me just set everything up though. Welcome back. It's your boy. You're gonna give it a little minute.
But his ult is that good, and his other kit, like even if you suck with I suck with the pool. Me personally, I think, because I haven't mastered him yet, but I just can run up on you, ult you, and then I get a free ult. But his ult is that good.
Alrighty. Let's get into this reaction. Look, I guess they just dropped the new Black Ops 7. Hey, shout out to all my Black Ops friends, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Black Ops 1 players. If you still playing it, play it. But I just seen that they dropped this, so I had to do a little reaction. So let's get into that. Let's watch this little trailer. We're just gonna do a little trailer reaction. 40 million views, bro, in 3 days. All right, let's see if it's legit. Let's see what
they want you afraid.
Oh, chill. Let me set this up. All right, let's do this. Bring it all the way back.
They want you afraid. Fear makes you easier to control. It's time to wake up.
Uh-oh.
your streets shall once again run red with your blood.
Raul Menendez ignited
No, I mean, what?
unrest on an unprecedented scale.
Ooh,
Menendez
2035.
is a terrorist. We're bringing peace and security to the world.
Chill. Not they got the robots from iRobot in this motherfucker. Okay, okay.
He refuses to let me go.
Stop looking backwards, Dayton. What matters is what we do next.
A lot of people counting on us for answers.
Oh, it looks like they're keeping the boots on the ground. We don't got to worry about no advanced warfare. Talking about we flying with jetpacks. So I'm liking it so far.
Spectre 1, report. Need a sit rep.
This isn't real.
The hell it ain't!
Did I speak too soon? Did I speak too soon, bruh? I said there was no jetpacks in this game. Just for them to just get hallucinated and now they can fly? All right, let's keep watching. Okay, so they got zip lines? What? So we Spider-Man now. We're feeling like Spider-Man. All right, that's not too crazy. We're gonna do that. Right? Wait. Why I feel like they just reusing all the maps from Black Ops 3? Like they're not gonna come up with no. I mean, I get it. We're all used to that map. We love the old maps, but we can't come up with nothing new. I mean, it's been like 4 years they've been working on this. They can't come up with nothing new, original that they can bring to us. So it's like we're fighting against the Terminators at this point. That's gonna be interesting.
Pull it together, man!
So eager to leave, David.
Killing the man is a hell of a lot easier than killing the idea.
Ooh, okay.
You were never cut out to be a Mason.
No more games. This ends now.
Get the Reznov Challenge Pack when you pre-order now.
Oh, zombies is confirmed. I mean, come on. How would they? They would never get rid of zombies. But okay, I'm fucking with it. That's the only reason I even play Black Ops. Not even gonna lie. I don't even play multiplayer. Well, what's the point? If you don't got good Wi-Fi, there's no point. Like you're just gonna lag and people gonna kill you. But zombies, they got storylines, they got Easter eggs, you can play with your friends. Yeah. All right. Hold on. I played Black Ops 7. Hold on. How? It just came out 3 days ago. Hey, y'all need to sub up. Hey, pause this. Y'all need to sub up. Get me to 1 million views. Get me to 1 million subscribers. Because I want to be able to play. I want to play games before they come out too. Shoot. Hey, sub to me and I'll sub to you. I'm not even gonna be like these famous dudes. You just give them subs and watch them. They don't sub back. I'll sub back. I'll give out donations. Like I like to support people. Yeah, like, shoot, give it to the right people at least. Dang.
Hi guys, Mr. Waffles here.
Hey, this is my favorite guy. Hey, if y'all know who this is, come on, show support. Like his video before it even starts, because he always coming in with that good content. But let's get back to the video.
I played Black Ops 7 early at Treyarch a couple of weeks ago, and in this video, I'm going to spill the beans on everything that I'm allowed to tell you from that event. Now, the structure of this video is going to be the following. We're going to talk about the embargo and how I'm allowed to talk about what I saw versus not allowed to talk about what I saw. Then we'll do a big info dump of information, which is tons of stuff that they showed us behind the scenes in this big presentation and in a Q&A, and then we'll move on to a little bit more of my opinion on things and the question of, are we back or are we really not back, Captain? So without further ado, let's talk about the...
Before we even watch the video, I feel like we're back. Because when he did this same video to Black Ops... Yeah, Black Ops 6. When he did the same reaction to Black Ops 6, his energy was not there. You could tell that, you know what I'm saying? You could just tell. But his energy looks good. So, hey, I might be wrong. I might be right, but I'm pretty good. I got good intuition.
The embargo situation. This is something I'm not particularly happy about. It's just very awkward the way that Activision has set this up. So basically, we had this presentation in this Q&A, but then separate to that, we played the game. And annoyingly, I can't talk about anything I saw from playing the game. Like, that is still under embargo, which is basically, if you're not familiar with that term, the phrase that they use when it's like the press are given information, but they can't talk about it until a certain time. Like, annoyingly, what I played is still embargoed. However, there's a ton of stuff in the presentation that is not embargoed, and the Q&A not embargoed, and that means that there's plenty of stuff that you guys will be able to kind of figure out from what I'm saying there that will be very transparent and clear. But it is annoying because I want to talk about what I played in extreme depth and I'm limited. And it's almost like, well, why did I play it then if now was when we were going to talk about half of the stuff? Like, it's a little weird. Like, to the point that I was like, should you guys like change the event structure here? But Activision obviously have their own plans for things, so it's whatever. So that's the embargo situation. Let's now talk about the presentation, because everything in the presentation that they gave us is on record, ready for distribution right now. So I want to read you a couple of quotes about the foundations of the game, and then we'll talk about the zombies specific stuff, but it's important to get a feel for what their overall vision is of Black Ops 6 to inform some of the changes they're making to zombies. So, this is a game that was greenlit, concepted, and developed alongside Black Ops 6, supposedly. We always had, this is Treyarch speaking, we always had a unique vision for this title. We're going to get into all the specifics about that later, but they wanted to make sure that the game had its own unique identity, and that's innovations across the three big pillars of the game, and that's campaign, multiplayer, and zombies. So they are seeing zombies as one of the three big pillars of the game, absolutely as they should be, but they reiterated that there, which was good. They then said, at Treyarch, we're obviously innovating and finding new ways to bring things to fans, whether it's co-op in 2008, you've got big map stuff that they've done with Blackout and Outbreak and things like that, and that's the sort of flavor of innovation that they're trying to sort of look for this year across campaign, multiplayer, and zombies. They're trying to just do new stuff for all their players. And the team is then going to sort of talk about that in some depth. Now, this is where the presentation started to split to different speakers talking about different sections of the game. I'm going to give you this sort of mission statement stuff, and then we're going to skip straight to zombies. I'm not going to talk about like their new lighting changes and stuff in this video. That'll be a separate video. So, I believe this was Yale Miller talking, or no, sorry, it was now Miles talking, and he said, we've been working on this for quite a while. It really started with this big, chunky statement about unleashing the future of Black Ops. This was sort of the mantra that the team's been working with BO6 and BO7 in parallel, and really the momentum from the success of BO6 and the unique identity that BO7 gives us really emboldened the team and unlocked them in a lot of ways to unleash a lot of creativity and a lot of big innovation ideas and a lot of fun storytelling moments and just different places that they...
I'm sorry, y'all. He's just going to be talking the whole video. He's not even going to show us nothing that he's seen. Like, he's just talking the whole video. That's it. He's literally just talking. So we're going to find something else. Even though I do love this guy, but I'm I'm not trying to just listen to him speak the whole time. 10 minutes of gameplay? Oh. I mean, I don't play multiplayer, so this really isn't, it's not really interesting, I guess. But are they about to break it down? Are they going to break down what I just watched? FaZe Jeff. I actually do like FaZe Jeff. You know, he got some pretty good content. I don't know. I might cut the live early. I might, because there's not too much. I mean, I get it. They just dropped it 3 days ago. Ooh, hold on. All right, we might watch this. Because
if you're a producer who hates AI, this plugin might change your mind. This is reimagining CoProducer. You can take any...
Treyarch snuck a sneak peek of the Black Ops 7 Zombies intro cutscene, and so in this video we are breaking it down because we get our first look at the new villain for Black Ops 7 Zombies, a brand new CGI look at the old crew, and some secret intel dropped during the latest COD Pod episode streamed live from Xbox at Gamescom. There is a lot to talk about here and a lot of theories on what is going on, because right now Treyarch is shrouding this in mystery, but we shouldn't have too much longer until we find out. So let's jump into it, but I'd love to know your thoughts and theories in the comments section below. But let's first go over the actual teaser clip itself.
My bad, y'all. All right, my bad. We are back. Oh, shoot.
This is played at the very end of the Black Ops 7 Direct, where we see a mystery figure walking into the Reckoning Janus Tower reception room carrying 2 cages with skulls inside. This person then drops these cages on the floor and it fades to black. However, we get another shot that shows this figure leaving the room via a dark ether portal. And let's first break down the very distinct features of this mystery character, and then we can talk about who this could possibly be. So in the intro cutscene teaser, we see the character walking towards our crew, and the distinct detail you can make out is these unique cowboy boots. Straight away, we can make the assumption that this character could be some sort of cowboy. But he isn't just wearing cowboy boots, but he's wearing cowboy boots with a western spur attached on the back. That being the spiky sticky thing on the back.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Now, why do cowboys have these on their boots? Well, a spur is a metal tool designed to be worn in pairs on the heels of riding boots for the purpose of directing a horse or another animal to move forward or laterally whilst riding it. So in terms of this mystery character that we see here in this intro cutscene, could that imply that potentially this mystery character has some sort of horse or animal that he rides? Potentially. You could just want to add to that cowboy aesthetic, because we also get various other parts of this intro cutscene from various sections of it teased in the Black Ops 7 Direct, including a shot where this mystery character disappears in a dark ether portal. I've rendered this video out in 4K, as well as having the highest quality version of the Direct possible so we can get the best detailed look at this. You can clearly see that this character, when walking into the portal, is wearing a cowboy style hat as well as some sort of long jacket or coat. And my man literally just steps forwards into that portal and he's gone. Now, immediately we can take away one thing from this, and that this is the exact same character that we see in the mirror with Ava Jansen in Liberty Falls during the ending of Modern Warfare Zombies. The silhouette we see here in the mirror matches this person perfectly, wearing the exact same hat, also likely to be wearing a long coat, is floating in front of the Shattered Vale mansion. This is a story thread and character that Treyarch have been teasing for well over a year now. And so what do we know about this person so far? Well, inside of Modern Warfare Zombies, we were introduced to the fact that after defeating the Entity, which was a shadowy dark ether version of Ava Jansen, a woman who is the daughter of Samantha Maxis, the Entity mentions that the Shadow Smiths will take her soon. And then during the ending of Modern Warfare Zombies, we are shown a man who ends up kidnapping her and taking her into the dark ether with the visual representation of a man wearing a cowboy hat. It's also a detail that no one has really paid attention to, but if you look towards his arms, it does look like that this character is also holding cages, just like we see in this intro cutscene teaser. And if he's appearing here in this mirror in the year 2021, and we are currently in 1991 in the Black Ops 7 zombie storyline, there is some crazy time travel here going on, but also must mean that the skulls that are in these cages are extremely important. They have to be if they were teased in 2024, and then we're finally seeing them again in 2025. Within the subtitles of Modern Warfare Zombies, the game describes this man as speaking in a chorus of whispers, shrouding his identity so we have no idea who he is. So until this point, we were under the assumption that this is the Shadow Smith. However, within Black Ops 7, we learned that there is an entity that visited Dr. Pericles Panos whilst he was trapped in the Dark Ether, promised him not only a way out of the Dark Ether, but power, forbidden knowledge, and a reckoning for his enemies. And by also proving to Panos that he could master the Dark Ether, Panos accepted the mysterious person's promises and secretly became his agent. Within the audio logs given to us by Dr. Panos, we learned that this entity was given the name the Great Voice, someone who speaks in many different voices, which explains why the Modern Warfare Zombie subtitle referenced him as a chorus of whispers. We also learned that he is looking for his friends, and then we also learn in an intel from Panos that this mystery person confidently issued a solemn promise to Panos, being that this land that once was, likely referring to the zombies map in Black Ops 7, will be restored, as will him. Now, what exactly he means by restored remains a mystery. We also don't know exactly who he means when he mentions that he's looking for his friends. However, we can look at various different sources, including some potential leaked information about Black Ops 7's storyline from an article all the way back in October 2024, which correctly stated that the original Zombies crew would return in COD 2025, and that's exactly what we're seeing. And according to the sources in that article that said that those characters were coming back, the storyline would evolve around a new enemy character who wants to absorb the dark ether essence of the original 4 characters and bring back the old multiverse. And this article was written by Tom Henderson for Insider Gaming, who is one of the most reputable insiders in the gaming industry. And there was a very cryptic tweet last year in response to Brutus returning in Black Ops 6 via the Vault Edition operators, in which Tom Henderson said, for SEO purposes, definitely continue to call him Brutus. The Warden is going to be someone else entirely. Now, until now, this cryptic tweet from Tom Henderson hasn't yet made any sense, and there is a very good chance that that could be entirely unrelated to what we are seeing here. But in the original Ether story, we learnt that Brutus became the Warden of Alcatraz. During his time there, began to hear the voices of the Dark Ones, including that of the Shadow Man. He then became under the influence of the Apothicons, responsible for the construction of the Alcatraz prison, and was ordered by the Shadow Man to execute the 4 mobsters that make up Mob of the Dead.
Score great deals for back to school from Best Buy.
Whilst we don't know for an absolute definite, there is a chance that this Shadowsmith character here might also be under the influence of a higher power, in very much the same way as the Warden, hence why with this cryptic tweet, we're being told that the Warden is someone else entirely. It's also quite coincidental how that story with the Warden and the Shadow Man is very similar to that of Panos and this Shadowsmith, in which we saw Panos be sacrificed at the end of the Reckoning Easter egg, in a similar way to we saw the Warden sacrifice himself for the Shadow Man. We do have one other very strange detail to point out in these intro cutscene teasers, where when the Shadowsmith is walking away, we see all 8 characters, being both BO6 and the BO7 crew, to be wounded on the floor, almost like this Shadowsmith has sucked the life out of them. And whilst we don't know for 100% definite, there is a chance that this could be the very reason why the new version of these old characters have this weird purpley veiny like thing going on, like as if he sucked the life out of them. Adding to this point, we do see a new version of the introduction of the brand new crew, and as you can see from their faces, they currently don't have the weird dark ether vein thing going on. And we even get a teaser of a further scene where all 8 characters are seemingly fighting off the zombie hordes, with Takeo slicing with the katana, kind of like the Origins intro, which, judging from what we've seen so far from this CGI cutscene, it actually looks really dang cool. You can see that in the introduction, Takeo doesn't have any veins on his face, but during this section, if we freeze frame, you can see that he has the weird purple veins on his face now in CGI as well as in game. But then there's one more thing, because during the COD Pod, which was live streamed from Gamescom yesterday, this was specifically said about this character in BO7 Zombies.
But the original crew has made a return, and obviously the Dark Ether has flung them up against some old pals.
Yeah, at the end of the Black Ops 6 story, we see, you know, a version of the Black Ops 6 crew seemingly in the Dark Ether with some version of the original crew. In the developer direct, we got just a peek at what we think could be the big bad of Black Ops 7. Yeah. Definitely an ominous villain may have appeared.
Just to reiterate there, they said we just got a peek at what could be the big bad of BO7. Definitely an ominous villain appeared. And just before that, saying the Dark Ether has flung them up against some old pals or foes. Now, the way that Miles Ross said that whilst also doing the little wink nudge thing with the eyebrows makes me a little hesitant to be able to say concretely that yes, he knows exactly what he's talking about there when he is making those sorts of comments. What we can concur so far from this entity is that they are indeed some sort of cowboy with the cowboy hat, the cowboy boots, and there's also a mention from Panos in the intel